Hey, Cortavius here. It's time to take down new content on the free-to-play. So we are going after Undead Hordes, normal faction wars. I don't know that I have a team to beat this, to be honest, but this is one of those do or die trying videos. Let's give it a shot. So if I look at the champs I have, these are just the champs I have built, not the best champs I would bring into this. So Frozen Banshee, she'll be good at the boss, but I got to get her through the waves. Seeker's level 50. Tribune is not quite fully done yet. I've got Fabian, who's great, Necrid, who's great. But if I just look at my options here, those are the top 5. I got Lich, who's actually helpful on this boss. People are kind of down on Lich, but he does have a fully descend, decreases the target's turn meter by 100% and puts decreased speed. That's really helpful against this boss, because you can drop that boss's turn meter and it works in Faction Wars and you decrease speed. So I use Lich when I beat this faction on my main, actually. And then I got Gorgrab, who's in there for a reviver. So he's only level 33, 5-star. So maybe if Seeker doesn't work out with the boost, I could still put a regen set on him. You know, he's at level 33. But so those are a couple options. And then you got Volgoth. Volgoth would be in there to put some control on the waves, and he would give us healing at the boss, so he'd be good. And Husk in there for damage. He does provokes on the waves, a max HP hit, so he would be good, but those two are both level 40. They're not built. So have some champs in here if this doesn't work out that I could build. Speaking of champs that you could get that you could build.
Hey, before we go on, click the link in the description right now and you can get the great legendary poisoner, Narma, along with 3 epics. You get Anax, Mausoleum Mage, and the best epic in the game, Uugo, as you progress. All you have to do is follow 4 steps. Step 1, log out Play and Play on the PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch Raid, complete the tutorial. And Step 4, go to your inbox, Narma's there waiting. These 4 free champions will give you an insane head start in Raid, so click on that link before it expires.
All right, well, let's get into Faction Wars and let's give this thing a shot. I expect this to end horribly, but I am curious to see if this guy dies. I have no reviver, then I can't 3-star. So I guess I was going to say the fun thing is Tribune can do damage when he's on the ground dead, but if you're trying to 3-star, that really doesn't work because you can't have him dead. So maybe the Gorgrab would have been a better choice. Let Tribune actually die and don't revive him until you're lower on the boss's health. So we could try that. So Seeker does have enough accuracy to land his provoke. I'll show you the builds at the end. And we're really hoping that Fabian does a lot of work here to keep us alive. And Necrit's actually protecting Frozen Banshee instead of my level 50 Seeker. So level 50 Seeker must have more HP than Frozen Banshee does at 6-star. Well, I haven't looked at that Frozen Banshee build in, well, a long time, let's just say. So let's see how they do. I will just pause it here and bring you back when we hit the second wave or something happens. Do get worried about this Black Knight when he goes unkillable, because when he gets a turn, he can kill people. And I don't have anybody to steal that unkillable from him. So hopefully whoever's there survives the hit. That's pretty funny. I got Fabian sitting there. He can take that out. But I might try and take the hit anyway and just see if we can keep our abilities up, because I'd rather not have Fabian use his abilities. So I could full auto this, but I want to be a little conservative, and yes, we took the hit, so no problem. So we'll make it to the second wave here. I'll bring you back when something there interesting happens. Oh, this is the triple Valk wave, so I don't know who's watching this video, what factions you've already beat, but this is the triple Valk wave. So you got Fabian here who can now reduce those, take out those buffs when they put them up. Or I could actually use his A2 and petrify them. So I think I don't know if I should have done that, because actually their passives should still work, even though we buff. So I probably still need to, so provoking helps. So I'm just gonna go auto and see what they do, because Fabian will cycle back around to steal those, to reduce their buffs if they put those up. But looks like right now we are being successful to, between Fabian and Seeker, we are stopping them from actually putting those buffs up. So they can put the big defensive shields. They do some good damage to your team. And Fabian, man, he's really helpful. He's just petrifying everybody. Slows the run down, but sure helps keep the team alive. All right, well, I'll let them plug away, and we'll see what we can do with the boss. Sure hope this isn't that fear and provoke boss. Don't have any way to protect against that. All right, so we're at the boss successfully. I'm probably going to do this a little manual because I do want to make sure, like Frozen Banshee. Oh, we have no ads. I was going to say I didn't want to make sure she didn't put her debuffs on the non-ads, but there are no ads. So we've got a cleanse, true fear, stun. So the lack of block debuffs is going to be a pain. And you've got an enemy max HP, ignores target defects, one enemy hit. So I should have figured out who does the boss, and maybe I could pay attention, who does the boss target? And can I get Necrit's buffs on that target? That would really be helpful. Now, what I don't know is if the boss is smart enough then not to target somebody who's got the buffs from Necrit, but that would be pretty helpful. So anyway, we're going to hit auto, just see how these guys do on with no protection or no me taking over, and see if we can pay attention. So man, Heraclides can certainly do some damage. Everybody's stunned. The big hit. Oh, she does hit the one with, or he or whatever that boss is, does hit Fabian, who's got Necrit's protection. So if we can keep Necrit alive long enough and get his skills back up. Problem is Necrit has no speed because he's built for PvP. So yeah, they're gonna kill Fabian easy. So I'm gonna let this run for a little bit. I'm curious to see if we would beat the boss or if we're just going to go down. So is it a matter of keeping Fabian alive, or would we just die horribly anyway? And I wonder if I need to put Necrit in a PvE build. He's in a PvP slow build. If I made him faster, then he could put those buffs up. Well, then again, she's not just targeting, although he may have lower HP. There goes our nuke. All right, and if it's just me, or is Frozen Banshee not landing anything? Oh, there's Frostbite. So she's at least getting poisons out there. So yeah, look at that. Those the Heraclides going in there and killing from the dead. That's kind of fun. All right, hold on. I want to get off auto. So it looks like we could beat the faction pretty easy because he keeps coming back from the dead. So Heraclides would kill this guy, but I don't know if I could. And funny enough, it's my level 50 Seeker who is still perfectly healthy in regen. So I think maybe if I put Gorgorab in regen, have him standing here healthy if he can make it, and then let him revive everybody, but keep Heraclides dead until the boss gets down here and then pick him up. Maybe that's how I 3-star this. So we can definitely 1-star it. But so I think that's what I'll do. I'll bring the team back with Gorgorab instead of Seeker, and then see if we can let Heraclides do his dead stuff. All right, we're back to the boss. We've got a Gorgorab poorly built in a bolster set, because that's what he was wearing. Actually, I figured I'd give that a shot instead of regen, because it does heal him and he gives a little protection. I did put Fabian in lead to give us a speed boost instead of Frozen Banshee, but now that I think about it, Necrit does a decreased attack, which would be really helpful. So hopefully that doesn't screw us up. So I'm going to try auto here and just see if Gorgorab can somehow survive this thing. And if so, can I use his revive at the end, and maybe she'll kill off and he'll be able to do damage when he's dead thing again, which would really buy us a whole lot of life here. So let's see how they do. Yeah, we'll lose Fabian, but as I said, as long as she doesn't pick on Gorgorab, which I really don't know why she's not. So we're getting some poisons up from FB. That's helpful. We got some heals in there. Oh, he's still alive. Man, I wonder if we're actually gonna need the revive. We need, give me that big A2 from the nuker here. Give me the big A2. Wake up, dude. Big A2. I don't know. Maybe it was the A1. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Our boy Gorgorab's still alive. Ooh, took a nice hit there. All right, hey, look at that. Everybody's still alive. Get some poisons up there, Banshee. This could be close. Oh, still alive. Still haven't needed a revive. We brought the reviver in, never needed him. I think Gorgorab, I forgot that I think he must heal. Come on, kill the boss before he kills us. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Didn't even need Gorgorab's revive, and that's why we brought him in there. Look at that, full auto. Nice. 5 minutes. Decent for that first time. Heraclides doing some work there. 878,000 damage. FP getting some poisons up there. Gorgorab actually seemed to bring some value there. So, and then Fabian's fantastic on the waves. I mean, he just makes the waves like Armands. Those two are just crazy on waves. So, all right, another 3-star faction down. Another Lego book added to the pile. Let me show you the builds. So I haven't even paid attention to Gorgorab's kit. So he removes a random buff, fills the turn meter, places increased attack, revives dead allies, and then heals them by 25%. The heal will happen even if there's no dead allies. I wasn't paying attention to that, so it's a good thing I didn't need his revive in the last turn, because with a 5-turn cooldown, it might not have been there. But that heal actually helped us, so Gorgrab did some work there. All right. Anyway, while we're on Gorgrab, he has no masteries, he has no blessing, he has no relic, he's in a bolster with immortal, and he has 46,000 HP, basically no defense, he has no speed, and no other stats. So, but he helped us beat the faction, I have to give him credit. Necrit is in a PvP build, but he's in a slow stone skin build with immortal. No, it doesn't have immortal, just slow stone skin with a little protection. And his stats, 98,000 HP, 4,000 defense, no speed, and some resistance up to 392. Not as much resistance as I like to have, but hey, we only got so much gear in this account. No relics. He has Life Harvest, 1 star, and he does have masteries, which I put on before this fight. So he goes down to the extra resistance, so hopefully I get more resistance on him someday, but that was a big one there. And he does have like Resurgent and Shadow Heal, so he's got a lot of masteries designed to try and keep him alive so he can protect others. And then Frozen Banshee is in War Master with accuracy on that tree. She has Phantom Touch, 2 star. She has no relic. She's in Lifesteal. She was on my clan boss team. She's not anymore, but still in that same build. So 188 speed, some defense and HP, and 290 accuracy, which is enough. You only need a 225 on this boss, so not bad. Fabian in perception and pinpoint and six-piece pinpoint. So he's getting intercept stacks at the beginning, and he's getting accuracy and speed, a piece of feral and perception. He has 39,000 HP, 2,700 defense, probably why he was getting targeted by the boss, but Necrit helped to keep him alive. And then 272 speed, 682 accuracy. So decent PvP build, not so great for the PvE. No relic, polymorph, 5-star blessing, and Eagle Eye on the masteries, along with like retribution, so defense and support trees with some extra accuracy there. Heraclides, our big damage dealer. He's in Helm Smasher and the defense tree. He has cruelty, 2-star. Boy, it'd be nice to get 4 stars on him. No relic, and he is in a 2-piece Slayer and speed set, and then some mixed stuff. 44,000 HP, 5,225 defense. He is defense-based, 196 speed, 225 crit damage. So not great stats, but hell, he was actually doing our damage, so give him credit. So that's the team. That's the faction. That is another one down, and you probably see these videos spaced out probably, but that was 2 factions in 1 day. So 2 factions in 1 hour. So pretty happy with that. You know, nice to see some progress on the free-to-play. So, hey, imagine that. When you work on your accounts, you actually can make progress. All right. Have a great day. Have a fantastic day. Hope you're doing great.